Hello everybody. Welcome. We're live doing another devlog on the Twitch. Devlog number 5. Still doing procedural generated dungeons at the moment. Going by. Much love, Godspeed, and God bless everybody. Shalom.
Checkmark live online under the category software and game development. The uptime begins. First.
Oh, who's first? The Dubs! He beat everybody. I'm just getting this posted up real quick. Hello. Sometimes I gotta sound things out because I slightly okay, push that up. Awesome. Okay. How you doing, W man? I see you playing everything I want to play, but you know, I never see you actually like on whatever you're on. You do anymore? I don't even know if I'm in your server. I don't know if you guys changed servers or what. I don't ever see. I might not be in your server anymore. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Yeah. Okay. Well. Bada bing, bada boom. Ring a dang dang, ring a dang, dang dang dang. Alright, so from the last time, let's show you what we got from last time. Right, I gotta go. So from last time, there was a good bit of updates. Here's my middle area. Generated. Okay, that's why I don't have simulation on. Alright, from last time, there were quite a bit of updates. So, we've coded in. Now we have hallways. See, it's doing its checks to figure out where everything is, blah blah blah. Wonderful. This is something that worries me is when it does something like this. But good thing it didn't snake it out. So we've also got it to where all the exits close once the dungeon is done generating. Very nice, very nice. We have also coded a little more rooms. I've got it to check if there's already a place there so it doesn't stack on top of each other. There was another piece of code that was just added. This code's very important. This code right down here, which says, in case like it gets stuck in like a loop, a giant snake where it's eating itself, it'll check the time amount that it takes to set the dungeon, which I have set for 10 seconds. If the dungeon is not complete by 10 seconds, it reloads the level. So it restarts it to retry it. Because if it's not good if your dungeon gets stuck in a snake eating itself, just going nom 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 nom. Oh. Luckily, I don't typically run into that issue because I have enough variation, but it can happen. Something that, like right there, nom nom. You can see where it was trying to put it, trying to put it, trying to put it, trying to put it, but then it found different areas to go and put it. You know? So, good stuff. It's working just as anticipated. Now we gotta get back to going
People
at
in
it.
the world need a random generator, including myself. So guys, I'm blown away. We'll move on and make us on this part for this tutorial. In this video, we are going to expand this procedure dungeon and get the exactly selected dungeon every time you press floor in the chest.
So
And this could be
this time today we're trying to add like seeding to the dungeon, so we can pull a certain dungeon seed. You know, like Minecraft and all does, where they have their seeds you could type in, or Terraria. Because there's only so many translations of a dungeon that can be done. Now, each dungeon that can be done gets an applied value to it, which is a seed. So it says, hey, these first 4 numbers mean something. Then the next 4 numbers, you know, it strings it. By modifying certain parts of the string, you can get different variations of the dungeon. In layman terms. So.
anything that you would like it to spawn, like enemies, traps, player character, anything you like. So guys, sit back, grab a cup of coffee. Last time in part 1. We ended up with a pretty awesome looking in a room than I have right here. So it's awesome this setup, specific as you're using them completely. So just you can right click on a folder and you can set a color for the folder, right? So you can get some badass looking folders, right? And you can easily find it. And you can also, can you drag it into the favorites? No, you can right click and add to favorites, because we'll be using this folder all the time. And as the project scales up, it's very nice that you can find your most important folders all the time. So let's get back into our dungeon generator here.
I'm working on organization, okay?
And let's see what we need to do. We need to just find some space here. Let's make a custom event.
Another one? Okay.
You should know what a custom event is by now. And we will call it seed set seed maybe. And we need an integer. So go to the variables, make a new integer, call it seed, and make it an integer. Compile it and grab it, drag it out, get seed. This is our seed. This is the, so you type in 555, and every time a dungeon spawns and the seed is 555, it will be the same dungeon every time. Change the seed to something else, 55555, I don't know. It will be a different dungeon, but it will be the same every time this number is the same, right? Then we will make something awesome. So if we put in -1, it will always be a random dungeon. So let's just try and make that to begin with here. So drag out from the custom event, type in branch. We will make a branch. So we say if this seed is equal, type in equal. If it's equal -1, plug it into the branch. So if it's -1, we go on the true, and we will create a completely random dungeon every time. If it's not -1, right here, it will be a specific number every time. So click on the seed, now it's -1, it will make a random dungeon. If you type in something else, it will go to false because it's not -1, and then it will create this exact dungeon every time. And now comes the tricky part and how it works. -1, if you want the random in random stream, and we will select the one called seed random stream. This means that this stream will be random, and it's the stream that kind of it's the stream that kind of detects the number.
Who is banging on the walls?
Of the dungeon, the dungeon ID, right? It's the exact same thing as the seed, but this is an integer and this is a stream. And I don't know what a stream is, but this is what we're going to use. Everywhere we are doing something random, we won't, yeah. want to use the stream. Okay, this is already confusing for me. Let's just move on and I will explain it down the road. So we right click on the stream and say promote to variable, just to make sure we're getting the correct variable to plug in here. And we will just call it stream because that is what it is.
It's stream.
So guys,
Okay.
if the number is not -1, we want to go out here and we want to set the random stream seed. So set random what? Maybe we need to copy this one. Copy the stream and set random stream seed. I don't know why it didn't work before. Set random. Okay, I probably just spelled it wrong. Alright, anyways, if it's false, if it's not -1, if it's anything else, we will go down here and we will plug in the seed. So copy this seed, paste it in here, plug it in here. That means that this stream will get this seed number. Over here, if it's true, if it's -1, it won't get the seed number. It will just make a random number for the stream, not getting, you know, name. And guys, to make a comment here and say set seed if -1, then it's random, right? We don't color it green now because we don't know if it works. So where do we do this? I think we need to do that in the very beginning. Before we start creating anything, we need to get the seed. So drag it in here from the event graph, set seed. This is the custom event. We make anything, we need to get the seed. So drag it in here from the event graph. And put in that stream everywhere we're using something random. So let's go down here. What do we have? And to make this work, we need to get rid of this random node, right? So we drag out from exit list, type in stream. Yeah, there's not a lot of options. Random array item from stream. Grab that one, then get your stream over here to the left, drag in the stream, get it and plug it in here. So now instead of getting a random room from the list, it's getting the room from the stream 111, and that means that x what it accomplishes just it will be the same. This stream works. Use how this point, and then we delete this random. Delete it. Make it pretty. So now every time next room is created, it will use the same exit change. We need to room list. Which rooms are we selecting every time we get an exit point, and we want that. So drag out from the room list, type in stream, random array from stream, get the stream down here in the variable list, plug it in to the random stream, and then plug the out item into the class. Remove this random because it's not really random anymore. It's determined by the stream, which we select by typing in what seed we want in our seed integer that is getting passed on to the stream. Let's just go through. Do we have any more random stuff going on? I don't think so. No more random. Close holes. Alright guys, Let's see if it works. Right now the seed is set to 111. This is nuts.
Alright, yeah, I figured I missed something. This stream is missing. It's like, where do I grab from? Like, yeah, there's definitely something missing.
An exit point, and do we have no more random? See if it works. Right now the seed is set to
What's that to 11?
111. Let's press play. Right now we have 30 rooms to test out. Whoa. It didn't have enough time. You see, it makes the same. This is a good example. I think right now the timer is running out, right? So we don't have time to finish the dungeon, but you can see it's the same dungeon every time. Which means it works. Let's just I mean, let's give it some more time. Where did we do complete? A lot of twos.
Yep, it's working exactly the way we want it to. Mwah.
Pile 1,000 millions every time. Type in -1.
Now it should be a random.
Right, remember what happens when we put into -1. If the seed is -1, if that is true, we just select a random stream number or whatever. Yeah, I think it's just a number. So instead of it getting the number from the seed, it just gets a random one if it's -1. So I'm hoping this is working too. Let's see, let's get some more space here. That's a really odd looking dungeon.
No!
See, this is a different. So it's random. We can over here to the right, instance editable, expose and spawn. If we're going to spawn the dungeon in some other way, we want to expose it. That just means when we select our dungeon generator here in the level outliner, then we have the seed down here. The default is -1. We can set it to something else and it will be the same because it's the back to -1 and we will get it's just super important in random dungeon. So if it just ends up using all the wrong exits every time, then you can set it, you can get that seed number and you can try by spawning the same dungeon all the time, you can try and solve the lack of exits. You know, it's good for troubleshooting. I hope that makes we can put it in anywhere where we think it looks good. So seed is very important. I think maybe for troubleshooting we can go back in here and we can make a print string. So no matter if it's true or false, it will go to print string. And let's copy the stream, paste it in here. Again, if you copy from here, doesn't matter. If we can also take it from down here, get it, it's the same thing. We can plug it in. Of course, that doesn't work. I don't know why that doesn't work. Can we convert it to, I don't know, text, string, integer. No. Anyways, I don't know how that works. But the idea is that we can get it to print the stream number. So if we see if it's just a random dungeon we're working with, we can get it. If we run into a problem or if it's a specific dungeon we really like, we can read the stream ID from the print string and we can write it down and we can use that stream if we like that. But I don't know how it works. So just delete this again. Again, let me know in the comments if you know how to print a stream.
Bro, I got banned from a channel cause I asked a partnered creator for the game Palia if they pay for bots or if the company bots her. Wild.
Wow. Can't believe you banned. Okay, so what I have to do is break random. Where the fuck is stream 0? Am I missing something?
Yeah, and when she read my chat she hesitated so hard. She knew what I was asking XD.
Break random. Yeah, they had solved it after he made the tutorial, so. Dang, we bunch of. Everything doesn't look like a wobbly freaking.
Two viewers, +2, alarm clock 22 minutes and 5 seconds. So how goes the game dev stuff?
Everything's going well. Alright, so now that that's in, I should be able to get a print stream. So it's running C397. So I do this. I go here, generate dungeon. Say I want to edit the seed 397. I should get the same seed that just spawned. I have no idea if that's the same seed that spawned. Get a random one. 397. Yeah, that's value. 13516.
Glad to hear that. I am still trying to figure out ideas and such. Cause once I am ready I will be 3D modeling and animating like crazy.
Okay, all good.
I don't. Or have been, level. But and let's just, don't we have the start room? Did we make a start room, guys? Duplicate it. I mean, like this. Let's open it up. Let's see what we have here. Select. We just duplicate it. Folder. Don't know how high we want this. Let's. We need a room there.
Is that the one I want? Oh. I'm not gonna call it dungeon. I call it dungeon. I want to change this one to dungeon hall 5. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. What you do is you do
Looks good, my man.
Oh, thank you.
So copy this, move it down here, scale it. Rooms, however you want, right? And then we need a stair. So copy this, move it down here, scale it. We also need to close this. And just close it like this. I'm not going to spend time this time on trying to line things up because I can't do it anyways. So is this ever going?
Yep. But I'm busy. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. I'm back from my moving of stuff. There's always some cheap viewers, blah blah blah. Goodbye. Get banned again. 17,000 times. We get signal.
To be some kind of stair. It's a little crazy, but doesn't matter. I'm just copy pasting this box.
Okay. Shrink. Probably like. I don't know how high my character jumps. But yeah. I should shrink him. I don't know what the proportion to my character is on this though. It's my only problem. Trying to make it work decent. I think I can shrink in. Kinda like that. This ain't gonna be perfect. Definitely just something to try it out with. Oh, did I not? I think that's some beautiful stairs. What do you think? Beautiful stairs? Beautiful stairs. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay.
Whoa. I'm just copy pasting these blocks around. Copy paste, rotate, move it in here.
Shrink. Row. Okay. I think I'm okay with that.
Move it over here, and I mean, yeah, again, I'm not going to spend a shit ton of time on this. So now we have a stair room. Of course, you need to make walls, close these walls. Doesn't matter, we need to be able to see what we're doing right now, if it's working at all, or if we're just wasting our time. So move this arrow up. To make it sit perfectly with the floor, otherwise we'll get a small gap. And I mean, guys, this should work in theory. Let's try it. So we need to go into the dungeon generator here, go to the room list, and we need to add a new.
There is room list. I just wanna fly for the baby time. Run dun 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 dun. Run dun 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 dun.
Rooms in the dungeon. Dungeon generator, it's still -1, so it's random. Let's try and see what's happening. Oh, another thing we forgot. We forgot to change the overlap box. Right, we need the overlap box to have the same dimensions. What's happening here? So 64, I can't see shit. Okay, it's down here. Can I just reset this to 32 and then use the scale instead? 32 scale. Ah, 40, 30, I don't know, 60, I don't know, guys. 20. It just needs to be kind of inside. wireframe. So you can see the boxes go way down below the ground, which is bad. So I think we should fix that. So scale it again. I mean, we need to keep the rooms inside. You know, inside this you know, area of the rooms, inside the overlap box. All right. I'm sorry guys, it's a little clunky, but I mean, you will spend more time on your dungeon rooms to make them awesome. So now the room is already in there. Let's try and see what's going on. So now we have two.
Of course. It double stack. Oh, brother. The seed's not random. Gotta be the problem, because same seed every
Stair rooms.
I mean, there's something wrong. So, like, why is it saying, okay, something wrong. It's gotta be on the gym box. Because the problem is spawning inside the collision box. Causing it be wonky dory. Alright, yeah, I fixed the collision box. It was just a collision box issue. I can't be sitting like this. This hurts.
And it goes up, and the dungeon is continuing above. And we have more stair rooms over here. You see, of course you need to make a stair down room. And we have some problems here. You can see the arrow and the floor is not really lining up. Why is that the case? Because this arrow needs to go down here. Right?
No,
Let's just open another room.
Needs to go
See
to the
how it
center
works.
of it. Wrong.
Okay, so it's just alright. Higher. So the right floor. Let's just see if we can do it correctly. Move it down to 0. That's 0. And the arrow is 0. That was one room. That was room 2. Room 1. Select all the walls and floors. Go to the front view. 0. That was one room. That was not the arrow. It was where it's supposed to be, but the room is too high, right? So if you take all rooms and move them down to the floor, so the floor level down, but the room is, so the arrow is what? The arrow is in 0. So the arrow is where it's supposed to be. But the room is too high, right? So if you take all rooms and move them down to the floor, so the floor level kind of is at the same level as the arrow, then it should work. Front. You see, the floor is not in 0, it's over here. Let's just do it, right? Let's just see if we can do it correctly. Move it down to 0. That's 0. And the arrow is 0. That was one room. That was room 2. Room 1. Select all the walls and floors. Go to the front view. Move it down to 0. Should be 0 here.
Made my way downtown. Fix this shit. Ding ding ding. Hurry ding 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 ding. What about?
Should be 0 here. Room 3. Get into the front view. Move the floor down to 0. Alright. Room 4. Go to the front. Select all the walls and the floor. Move it down to the arrow. Dungeon room 5. I mean, I could speed this process up, but front, Jesus Christ, front wall, move it down like this. This is the arrow, it's in 0. Which room is this? Ah, it's the, yeah. And then we have the stair room, where we of course also need all these walls and the floors on the top to match with the arrow. Like this, go into front. So now you just need to know where the floor level is, and that is this line. So we need to move that down like this to the arrow. And then we of course need to make this stairpiece a little lower. Yeah, something like this. It's a stair room, that is what it is. It's easy to see. Let's go in. Did we do it on the, are we missing any rooms? No, let's see
We didn't
if
move
it
the
works
pile
now.
boxes. None of them.
See, guys, a stair room, and the next room is aligning perfectly.
Yeah, for the most part, the lining right. Might be a little off, but we'll handle that when it... Now my walls are off. I really thought I moved far enough down, but apparently not.
Fast.
Why?
Don't worry for a minute.
Sorry, I had my stomach's tore up, and I feel like I need to poop, but I can't poop, and it sucks. Okay, where was I? What was I doing? Okay, we were fixing all this pizzazz. Now we see the wall is like... Hi? Thing is, the wall should be at the same height! Because they're all floor level, right? Oh. Where is the arrow? Alright, the arrow is there. Hmm. Because you would think 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? And you would think if I put it roughly right here, right here, it would spawn where it needs to spawn. Instead, it hates me! Oh yeah, I feel like if I just keep it right there, but I'll postpone that to 0, 0. Okay, let's try it. Oh! Those aren't exit walls. Those are normal walls. Whose walls are... Dungeon room 2. From perspective. Yeah, okay, the walls didn't transpose. Alright, so it is the... Oh, stupid. I'm like, why is this not working? It is working. It's 100%. Wow, mister. I love when it freaking does that. What? Hmm? Huh? Oh, something's wrong here. That room overlapped substantially. All these are pretty good. The amount of stairs here is absolutely horrendous. Why are there so... No, no. What are these stairs is going? It's just too many stairs. Delete. Alright, now if I ever get that many stairs again, I will flip. See, that's... I'm fine with that. That's a lot better.
So, of course, the end walls needs to be moved down to many up from the... Don't even need create room to where the stairs are ending, and if James can't get any because that is because it has some problems in some way, so not at 0. And may just, I mean, yeah, see, now the stair rooms are also
Yeah, that's actually part of it. What room is that? Okay, for some reason these walls did not want to transpose correctly. It's aggravating me. Something special! It doesn't bother me, it doesn't bother me, it really bothers me! See, that's what I figured. I had already, like, done that. Fixed it. 0. All the walls. A lot of them. I do need to bring it up. Tick, though. Tick. Right? Oh, too much. That's perfect. Exactly where.
line and then rooms. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is to make a room list with special rooms in it, like a stairs or example. Room is done. We can make. Then we need to remove the 2 stair rooms again from the room list. So delete those 2. Delete. Then we need to copy the room list, duplicate it, call it special room list. For now, can we move it up here? We can. So we have room list, we have special room list. Compile it, then add. I don't know why it added all these. Remove this, add one. Select the stair room list. All right. So let's see where we are here. We are going down to the delete latest room if overlapping. This is where the successful room, if this is false, means that we are getting a room placed down, and we go down this line. Then if there's more room left, we will cap on and everything. Yeah, let's fix the holes later on. So what we want to do here, if there's more rooms left, if the room amount, let's get out the room amount here, copy paste it out. If this is, let's say, equal 10, like room number 10 or 11. I can't really, again, the math here is just, when we have 10 rooms, the next room will be a special room, right? So hold down B and left click to get a branch. Plug it in here, line it up, make everything small. So if the room amount is equal 10, we want to set the room list, drag it out. We want to set it. We want to set the room list to the special room list. So drag out the special room list, get it, and plug it in. So now the room list has been turned into the special room list. Yeah, I think. So if it's equal 10, we will use the special room list instead. And we will spawn the next room. If it's not 10, I think we need, okay, so get the room list again, set it, we need, see, this is the problem. We need to set it back to the room list and away from the special list, and we cannot do it like this because the room list right now is the special room list, right? So room number 12 will still be a special room because we changed the room list to the special. Hi guys, welcome to my video. The room amount is down to 10 and it will place, so we just do it like this. Okay, maybe it doesn't, it might not make a lot of sense right now, and I'm also bad at explaining this, but let's just, if we have a room list, so then not the original room list again, and then copy this, it from, remove this. It's a little messy, guys. I hope you see. Base room list, compile it, and it has all the basic rooms. Remove this one. So we need to take the room list. So right now we're changing things around. You need to look at the room list here, set it, the room list as the list that the rooms are getting time that new room. Okay. Next, change original room copy. It look messy, so we just do it like this. So we have our lines. Anyways, guys, this should in theory be exactly what we need to make this work. So base room list is all the dungeon rooms. Special room list is the stair. We are not removing anything right now. Let's see. So in theory, right now we should get one stair room.
I should get 3. I got 1 stair room. I mean, I got a stair room, so that's progress.
We have it over here. But yeah, okay, it will be one of the last. You can see, okay, over here.
It doesn't
let's
loop
select
back around.
the dungeon generator. You can see room amount process because we need to place down 20 rooms first before we can. Is 10, it sets the stair room. Let's try again. It's somewhere else. Yeah.
It's only going to set 1 because
20.
you don't have.
So if it's equal 10,
to loop back around.
Let's try equal again. Put in equal here. Let's make room. So if it's equal 10 or if it's equal 20, then now we need an OR, I think OR boolean. So it's if it's 10 or if it's 20, if any one of these is true, it will use the special room list instead of the base room list. So now we should get 2 staircases, if I'm not mistaken. That was 1, that was 2. So I mean, it looks like it works. Yeah, we're getting 2 staircases now. That goes up every time, but that's how we made the room. And again, the staircases will just be put down randomly every 10th and every 20 off in your. So you can see now it's getting a little more, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm not sure if that makes any sense at all. It might be a messy solution, this thing here and all this, and there might be better ways of doing it, but I don't know any better ways of doing it, and it kind of keeps it simple to understand what's going on here. To me it does, at least. But this is a fairly easy and simple way of just changing the room list to contain a special room at certain points in the generation, and then when that room has been placed, it switches back to the base rooms again. Best case, we need a way to, let's say it places down the clock tower. We need a way, if it's the solution part 3, I mean a quick and dirty way, and with dungeon enough we want. Let's just, and we need, so we go into the master room and we call it to the what did we call it here, and then we need to go into what did we call it, master room. So we go into the master room and then we make a new folder, a scene, and we call it floor spawn points or locations or whatever you want to call it, and then we compile it, and this will be things will be spawning on the floor, like enemies, coins, treasure chest, spawn point 1. It is things we're going to spawn on the floor. So in here under floor spawn points we will create an arrow. Again, arrow, we call it spawn point. I mean, it could be a cube, it could be anything, it's just a location. Let's boot up the size on this arrow and we will rotate it 90 degrees. No, that's not the rotation. Oops, sorry. Rotation 90 degrees, like that, so it points up. We will not be using the rotation or the scale, only the location. We call it spawn point 1, like this, because the next one will be called 2.
Spawn pawn it.
Space in between here, 2, so 1. Okay, so place it where you want things to spawn, copy paste, move it around. We'll just make some random ones here, something like this. I mean, you can do whatever you want. In my new game, I will these are everywhere, so everything can spawn anywhere. So something like this. These are the spawn points. Compile. That is dungeon room 1. So we select spawn point 1, Control C to copy it, go to dungeon room 2, floor spawn points, paste it. I don't know why they are not getting pasted in here anyways, but they need to be under this folder, otherwise this system doesn't work. Then just, copy these around again. Something like this. Compile. We can just select them all, copy, go to dungeon room 3. Copy, compile hallway, paste it back into the, and make sure they are standing exactly on the floor, because that is where treasure chest and other things will spawn from, so they don't intersect with the floor. So go to room, stair room. We also need stuff in here. What just happened? I don't know. Spawn points, paste it. See, these are stretched, right? Or what? Why are they stretched? Anyways, put them in the floor spawn points. That's getting those, copy. It's all, I don't know guys what that was about. Paste it in. So now they look right for some reason.
Alright, I'm back. Round 76.
Make sure they are exactly on the distance.
Blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna do all that editing right now.
Now we have done, we call it add floor spawn points to list, and then we need to get the latest room, the room that has been spawned. We need to get the floor spawn points. Yes, it's down here. Get the floor spawn point. Points. It already knows it's the master room that this room comes from. Drag out, get children. We have done this in part 1 too. Get children components. So we need to get all the children inside this folder. And we need to append it. Append array, and we need to move it to the bottom. Oops, almost crashed. Move it to the bottom. So we right click on the empty here, promote to variable, then we have an array which is a list. We call this array for floor spawn list, and we plug it in like this, and that is what we need to do to add all the spawn points to a list. Press C, call this add floor spawn, Jesus man, points to list. I usually just call these comments the same as the event it is encapsulating, right? So now we have that event. Where do we play this event? When does this happen? Let's see, when does the exit point stuff happen? So let's go down, probably with the overlapping here. So we could, I think we can just plug it in here. So yeah, I think we need to move all this forward, make some room. And then I think we can plug it in here when the room is successful. So go into the event graph over here, add floor spawn points to list, custom event, drag it in, plug it in here, and there we go. So far so good. Compile. Okay, so now we need to make the event that selects a random spawn points and spawns and act anything. Let's make spawn, let's just say coin at location, spawn coin at location. So first of all, we need to let the dungeon know how many coins we are planning to spawn. So we make a new variable here. Let's call it coin amount. We will make it into an integer. We will, over to the right, click on instance editable, expose on spawn, so we can control it from outside this blueprint. Compile it. Then let's just say how many coins do we want. 30 coins, 50 coins, right? Drag it out, get coin amount. So if the coin amount is less or equal to 0, that means we have no more coins left to place. Press B and left click to make a branch. So this is the, and plug it in here. This is the first thing we need to, the coin, or then And this is again where we have to use the stream. So drag out, type in random array item from stream. Normally we use the random array item to just get a random one, but we need to get the random one from stream. So it's the same every time, that stream number is the same. And we already have the stream that is down here. Drag it in, get it, and plug it in here. So now it's selecting a random point from stream, and which will be this one. So we need to drag out here and promote this one to variable. So we know, so we have the spawn point here. This is the selected spawn point. So rename this to selected floor spawn location or spawn point, whatever. It's doesn't matter. All right. So compile it, and then